Now we are going to see, my children, the British rule in India. The British rule in India. The British rule in India, you are all aware, after gaining political control over South India by winning all the three wars. What are three wars? Three Carnatic wars. First Carnatic War with the Treaty Aysla-Chapel. Second Carnatic War, Treaty of Pondicherry. Third Carnatic War, Treaty of Paris in 1763. Now they wanted to focus their attention to North India. At the same North India, the northeastern part of India, that is namely Bengal, this Bengal province was very well progressive in terms of agriculture, commerce and industry. In all these places, this Bengal province was better than any other provinces in India. As a result, the Britishers, those them who are the Britishers, East India Company people, started focusing their attention to gain control of this land. They were doing their business because the East India Company was able to make considerable profit because of the Dastaks. Dastaks, D-A-S-T-A-K-S. Dastaks all about license. What is Dastaks, my children? License. What kind of license? They can import anything, export anything without paying any tax and transport goods anywhere. What is the meaning of Dastak? A license which has been given by the Mughal ruler whose name was Farrukh Shiar. Farrukh Shiar, F-A-R-U-K-S-I-A-R. It was he who gave the Dastak. Who was Farrukh Shiar? Mughal emperor. What did he do? He gave them 6 Dastaks to whom? East India Company. East India Company, since they got Dastaks, what are the benefits they had? Because of the benefits, they can import anything from England, they can export anywhere out of India, and they do not have to pay any taxes to Mughal emperor also. As a result, these people were able to make lot of money. Not only that, the British got the Dastaks, and some areas, these officials of East India Company, they started misusing it. As a result, what happened? The Bengal government was not in a position to make money. It is a big, huge loss. The mistake that was made by Farrukh Shiar by giving them Dastak and misuse of the East India Company officials resulted in the loss of money for the whom? All the Mughal emperor and small kings also. Immediately, the Mughal emperor had many Nawabs in small areas. So all the Nawabs, they started opposing it. And that time, there was a famous Nawab whose name was Alivardi Khan. Alivardi Khan. Oliver, A-L-I-W-A-R-D-I, Khan. Alivardi Khan, he was Nawab of Bengal. Who was Alivardi Khan, my children? Nawab of Bengal, and he died in 1756. In which year did he die? He died in 1756. Alivardi Khan, Nawab of Bengal, died in 1756. Immediately after his death, his grandson Sirajuddaula, S-I-R-A-J-U-D-D-A-U-L-A, Sirajuddaula, grandson of Alivardi Khan, became the ruler of Nawab of Bengal. After the death of Alivardi Khan, Nawab of Bengal in 1756, and after his death, his grandson Sirajuddaula became the ruler of Bengal. Immediately, he was very straightforward and he did not want to keep quiet the British people. they were making lot of money, but his own people and his own kingdom, they were not able to make money. So immediately, enough is enough, he wanted to take complete control over the situation. Now let us see, because of this situation, that led to war. That led to war. Now let us see what are the reasons for the battle. We call them the Siraj Dowlah had to fight whom? Britishers. Now let us see the reason for it. And the first war what he fought, it took place the place called Plassey. It place called Plassey. That's what we call them, Battle of Plassey. Battle of Plassey is a war that took place between Britishers and Siraj Dowlah. The Battle of Plassey, B-A-T-T-L-E, Battle of P-L-A-S-S-E-Y, Battle of Plassey, which took place in 57. For the first time, the traders become rulers. For the first time, the traders become rulers. This is a very important war as far as the British were concerned. Now they started administering our one part of India. So now let us see how the Battle of Plassey took place and what were the reasons. First reason we are going to see misuse of dust text. What is the first reason, my children? Misuse of dust text. You know what is the meaning of dust text? Dust text is all about license which were given by the Mughal emperor whose name was Farrukhsiyar. Under the dust text, the Britishers can import and export without paying any taxes to government or the king. This is what all about misuse of the dust. That's what dust text. How did they misuse? So Siraj Dowlah, because dust text, all the East Indian Company people, whatever the agreement, according to they did not do, just they violated, they disrespected. As a result, they may be making 1,000 rupees profit, but they were paying only 100 rupees to the government. So this kind of all the forgery, cheating, everything was going on. Immediately, the ruler Siraj Dowlah, grandson of Oliver the Khan, he said, enough is enough. You people are making lot of nuisance. This is something unacceptable. Siraj Dowlah got very angry. The dust texts were misused by the officials of the company, causing losses to the government treasury. What is the government treasury? The government headed by Siraj Dowlah was not able to make any kind of profit and he was not able to take care of his own people's interest also. This is the first reason. Second reason, mending of the fort without permission. Mending of the fort without permission. What is the fort? You are all aware, my children. Britishers, when they went to Bengal, they purchased 3 villages and they made a small fort. The fort was Fort William. Okay, in that Fort William, what did they do? Just without permission. Actually, fort is all about what? It's a kind of warehouse, and people who are working there, they were called factors. The factors, people who are all factors, the place is called factories. They call what they call factories. All about what? The people who are working, they were called factors. And wherever factors, they were called factories. It's a kind of warehouse or depot. They used to keep all the goods to import and export out of India and within India. And there they started building cannons. Cannons are about what? In order to protect, they can, it's a kind of weapon in which they may be able to kill with the help of the cannons. They started building cannons on the fort without getting permission from the ruler. They thought themselves, they become law unto themselves. Even though they should have taken permission from the ruler, they did not want to take permission. They started building cannons on the fort and placed on them also. It was a direct threat to the Siraj Dowlah, and this bird, because without his permission, these people built cannons around over the William Fort. That made angry, and immediately Siraj Dowlah with his armed soldiers went inside and just removed all the he ordered the removal of all the cannons from the fort. But the Britishers, the East India Company people, they did not want to do that one. They refused to do. Immediately, enough is enough. Now he wanted to take revenge on them. Who wanted to take revenge? Siraj Dowlah gave the British officer remove the cannons which was built on the what? William Fort, and that is something not accepted. They refused and it made him angry. At last that led to Black Room tragedy. What is it? Black Room tragedy. What is Black Room tragedy? Because this Sirajuddaula conquered. Because you know that when these people did not want to remove the canads, immediately Sirajuddaula was able to defeat all the people and he conquered Fort William, and there were almost 146 British men. How many Englishmen were there? 146 Englishmen were put in a small room in the fort. In the fort itself, there was a small room in which 146 Englishmen were kept inside. Because of suffocation, because the ventilation was so poor, 123 people died. 123 people died. Where? In the Fort William, who the Sirajuddaula asked the East India Company people to remove the cannons. But these people did not want to remove it. As he got angry, he ordered his soldiers to conquer it. These people went and conquered. There were 146 British men. All of them were put in a single room. It was so small room with no ventilation. Because of asphyxiation or suffocation, 123 people died. And this is called Black Room tragedy or Black Hole tragedy, we say. Black Room, you say, or Black Hole tragedy is all about 146 Englishmen were put in a single room, which was ordered by Sirajuddaula, in which 123 people died. This was what we say Black Room tragedy. And this, what happened? This made very angry. And who? Robert Clive. The Robert Clive, already you know, in the Carnatic War, second Carnatic War, he came and defeated whom? Chanda Sahib. The same gentleman from Arcot, from Madras, he came all the way to Calcutta and he wanted to take revenge on Sirajuddaula. So what did he do? He came all the way from Madras to Bengal with a huge army in order to defeat whom? Sirajuddaula, because 123 businessmen were unnecessarily killed because of Sirajuddaula. So he wanted to take revenge. These are all the three reasons for that Battle of Plassey. Now let me repeat, my children. Battle of Plassey, write a note on Battle of Plassey, a reason you must say. Let me repeat. Bengal was famous for agriculture, commerce, industry. The people actually after having got complete over South India, Britishers started focusing attention on Bengal government. Immediately they got Dastaks licenses from Mughal Emperor, whose name was Farrukh Shah. Under the Dastaks, they can export or import anything from India without paying any taxes to government. And that time Oliver the Khan was the Nawab of Bengal. He died in 1756. Next year, his grandson, whose name was Sirajuddaula, became the Nawab of Bengal, and he did not want to tolerate this kind of things. Immediately, he wanted to see that how this can be stopped, for which when we came to know that these Dastaks which were given by Farrukh Shah were misused, he asked them not to do. But these people did not listen to him. Second one, there was a fort. The fort is all about a kind of a godown in which they kept all the goods, and they started building cannons also as a protection. And this is something done without the permission of whom? Sirajuddaula. And immediately he went and asked the British East India Company officers to remove them, but those people refused to do it. Next day he went there with his soldiers and attacked, in which all the 140 Englishmen were kept in a small room. It was so small with no ventilation. Out of 146 Englishmen, 123 Englishmen were killed. This is what we call Black Room. One more question they may ask, what is Black Room tragedy? You must say Sirajuddaula conquered Fort William easily and imprisoned some of Britishers. He imprisoned 146 Englishmen in a small room in the fort, which 123 died. And it happened, what happened as a result? The Robert Clive, when he came to know that his fellow men were killed by Sirajuddaula, and he went there with a huge army to settle score, to capture Sirajuddaula. Now let us see how he was able to do, how Robert Clive was able to defeat Siraj Dowlah and how he captured. That's what now we are going to say, my children. Robert Clive, as soon as he came to Bengal, and immediately attacked some locals like which big people like Manik Chand, Omi Chand, Jagat Singh, and all the people. He started paying money. Please, if you support me, we will help you. Don't worry. Like that, he started negotiating with the local people to fight against whom? Siraj Dowlah. And moreover, a famous person, he was able to convince, who was Robert Clive, was able to convince one Mr. Mir Jafar. What was his name, my children? Mir Jafar, M-I-R, Mir, J-A-F-F-A-R, Mir Jafar. He was the, what was he? He was a military head. Was he? Military head of Siraj Dowlah. Almost all the military soldiers will have to take permission from Mir Jafar, and Mir Jafar may be taking permission from Siraj Dowlah, and Siraj Dowlah trusted Mir Jafar because he was the military head. The same Mir Jafar entered into an agreement with Robert Clive, stating that when our army, Robert Clive told him, when our army would be fighting against Siraj Dowlah, that time you should keep neutral. Neutral means neither supporting us nor supporting Siraj Dowlah. If you are going to stay neutral, and we will make you Nawab of Bengal. You are just a military head. One day, if you are going to remain neutral in the battle which is about to take place between us and Siraj Dowlah, in that one, if you remain neutral, and if I am able to defeat whom? Siraj Dowlah, then we will make you Nawab of Bengal. And it's a kind of betrayal. It is a kind of betrayal, cheating, and moreover the Robert Clive and Siraj Dowlah started fighting, in which this man kept quiet, that is neutral. At last, this who Siraj Dowlah was, at last he was not able to fight against the Robert Clive army. Like I said, he wanted to escape from the battlefield, but he was captured and killed. Who was captured and killed? Siraj Dowlah. At last, captured and killed because of the betrayal, cheating done by Mir Jafar. After that one, the Mir Jafar became the Nawab of Bengal. The Mir Jafar became the Nawab of Bengal. This is what all about Battle of Plassey. This is what about my children? Battle of Plassey, my children. Now, you must have seen how, let me repeat, when Black Room tragedy took place, in which 123 people were dead. This made Robert Clive angry. He came all the way from Madras to settle score. As soon as he came, he was able to convince big merchants like Manik Chand, Omi Chand, all those things. And not only that, he was able to convince one Mr. Military head of Siraj Dowlah, Mir Jafar, telling him that you remain neutral. If you are going to remain neutral, if I am able to defeat Siraj Dowlah, then you can become Nawab of Bengal. It's a kind of cheating. And in that battle, when it took place between Robert Clive soldiers and Siraj Dowlah soldiers, and what happened? Siraj Dowlah was captured when he wanted to escape because he was not able to compete with him. When he wanted to escape, he was captured. At last, he was killed. And now, who was killed? Siraj Dowlah was killed. And who became now Nawab of Bengal? Mir Jafar became a Nawab of Bengal. Now we are going to see what are the outcomes of. Because of this, let me repeat, my children, the outcomes means results, because it's a very important, sensitive. Now the outcome, first one was, here the war brought immorality, lack of unity, Indians, and more of all the businessmen, they wanted to be in the good bog Britishers. That means corrupted people become many. Corrupted businessmen, because by paying some money to the Britishers, they started doing, and morality is gone. Business, there is no ethics at all. First corrupted happened. Almost everybody minds got corrupted. There was no unity, or there is no justice also. Second one, this Mir Jafar became the ruler. You know that perhaps it was promised by the Robert Clive. Who become Mir Jafar became the ruler of which one? Nawab. This is the second outcome. First one is almost all the business become corrupted people. Second one, Mir Jafar become the Nawab of Bengal. Third one, the company gained the company, which company? East India Company gained exclusive rights over Bengal. Exclusive rights over Bengal. So they want to have complete control over Bengal. And fourth one, what happened? The Mir Jafar had to pay 17 crores and 70 lakhs. How many? 17 crores and 70 lakhs to whom? Britishers. It was who has to pay? The Mir Jafar had to pay because this war happened because of you. So for which and who? This Siraj Dawla. Because of him, so for which this is called what? Indemnity. What is it, children? As an indemnity, loss of compensation, they demanded 17 crore and 17 lakhs, and for the attack of Fort William, because our William Fort was damaged in this war, for which you have to pay how much money? 70 crore and 70 lakhs. This money paid because of Siraj Dawla's reason, and more when Mir Jafar became the Nawab of Bengal, they gathered from this money. So outcomes, corrupted, Mir Jafar became Nawab of Bengal, and exclusive rights of Bengal over Bengal, and Siraj Dawla, because of his he wanted to settle score in which Fort William was damaged, for which they demanded 70 crore, 70 lakhs as a indemnity, means as a compensation for having attacked Fort William. So this is what all about, my children. So in this one, what happened? This is how Britishers were able to rule for the first time in India. The Battle of Plassey is a very, very important, decisive war which took place in 1757. Had it not taken place, had Mir Jafar not been this kind of betrayer, the Britishers would not have become ruler. But you can't help, the history is all about, my children. So Battle of Plassey, this all took place 1757. Now please kindly go through them. Now we are going to see next one, that is Battle of Buxar.